So very excited to talk about this topic right now because I'm speechless about Infinity War movie review. Look, one of the reasons why I didn't even talk about movie reviews because I don't want to give out spoilers because with spoilers I know how to talk, I know how to but sometimes it's just like I didn't even read the script, but I try my best to do a movie review. So now let's talk about the spoilers about Avengers Infinity War. If you don't watch Avengers Infinity War, just leave. Do not watch this video. It's gonna contain spoilers, surprises, and deaths. And if you don't care about this movie, yeah, just watch this video and enjoy what's gonna happen. So let me start about the Avengers Infinity War spoiler movie review. So after all the story I told you, let me tell you about the real story. So the actual story, so the first one begins with the Marvel intro, of course, but it just complains silence and everybody's like, woo! Cheered, cheered, cheered. And everything goes in total silence and there's a 10th anniversary out there. It is the 10 years anniversary for the Marvel Studios. Happy 10th anniversary for the MCU. And all of a sudden, Thor's ship has destroyed. As you've seen in Thor Ragnarok, Thor's ship has been destroyed. Everybody is dead. Valkyrie is dead. Everything is dead. And also everybody is dead except for Thor. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Black Order has arrived with his father named Thanos, and one of them is a black dwarf, Persima Midnight, Obsidian Glaive. That's the only three Black Order names I know. But all of the sudden he wants to find the Infinity Stones. One of the reasons why he found the Infinity Stone because he wants his power weapon to grab the gauntlet to rule the world and kill all the Avengers as he wished for in the Age of Ultron. So after all of that disaster happens, he's just pulled for like bloody hell. He just punched him to the face and there's a lot of blood. It became one of the most darkest MCU movie of all time. And also Heimdall is trying to help him, but suddenly he's just yes, Heimdall died in Infinity War. But not only Heimdall. When Loki is trying to trick Thanos, he suddenly just grab his arm and choke him to death, and then it drops down by Thanos' infinite gauntlet, and Loki died. And Thor feels very sad because he lost all of his family, especially for Loki. But I don't know if it's a good choice for bringing kill off Loki or bring him back. So after all these years, Hulk just came out and fight Thanos and send him back to Earth because it's too dangerous for Hulk fighting Thanos. But I don't think Hulk is strong enough for Thanos because he has like a lot of good friendly conflicts. So the first Infinity Stone he got is the Power Glove, the Power Stone. Is it? Yes, the Power Stone, or from the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know the Nova Corps one, where they keep when they keep some finding the basic area to keep on it. That's where they stole. And the Tesseract, yes, he get the second stone of the Tesseract, is where that stone from the first Avenger is coming from. So after all that years back in Earth, Doctor Strange just realized that Hulk is coming, and he noticed that he's coming. So Doctor Strange just met with Tony Stark and explained about the Infinity Stone he's got. So now he got the Power Stone and Tesseract Stone. I don't know all of the stones, but let me memorize some of the stones I really know. Remember the Power one? That's actually the Power Stone, I think. But just comment me if I'm wrong. So after all of that happens, there's something big is going on for all of that. But we just skip to that. Anything like cool introduction superheroes like all the Casamigos. But I like how all the humors are just funny in my opinion. So after that, all of the points where all the stones are coming from, and I'm so excited to ask this question: where is the Soul Stone? There is the Soul Stone in the movie. It's located this planet called Vermeer. If you don't know what Vermeer was never known in the MCU. This is the first time we have heard this planet called Vermeer. Or is it? So we just know, but I don't know Vermeer much, but I just know when I watch the movie. So when they get on Vermeer, kidnapped with Gamora, so Thanos is kidnapped with Gamora, all of that. Oh, before we just proceed where he got the Soul Stone, he really needs to explain about relationship between actually Gamora is not actually the real daughter of Thanos. She is actually the adopted daughter of Thanos. So she's adopted and get taken by Thanos in the past, and all of a sudden her parents and all the civilians are dead. It shows how dark it is. I mean, like, the blood, the fighting scenes are just, this is like the Batman v Superman, but a lot, like billion times better. Other than that, let me proceed to the Soul Stone. So there's this one mysterious guy who is very familiar from the first soldier. I'll give you a hint. He's a Hydra? Yes, you guessed it. Red Skull has returned. Red Skull has returned in Vermeer, met up with Thanos and Gamora. So Thanos, Gamora, and Red Skull has been to the Soul Stone area. But one of the most hardest choices that he ever chose is to take one of them is this. If you want to get a Soul Stone, kill one of them. And so that means this is highly unexpected predictions that you think. Gamora died. How? Thanos just pull her and throws, and then she fall from the death. That's very sad for Thanos. At least he's just emotional, cause that's why I love Thanos. Thanos doesn't even care about, you know, he wants to take Infinity Stones, but he really cares about how he loves and something. But the way how he really has feelings is very sad. And other than that, Red Skull just retrieved that Thanos got the Soul Stone. Yeah, this is where the Soul Stone got. Not from Wakanda, okay? So the Soul Stone is in Vermeer, so all located already. And so that after all of these happen, Captain America all of a sudden returns, and the second question is, where is Hawkeye and Ant-Man? Ant-Man before the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Well, clearly Clint Barton, also known as Hawkeye, is busy working on his family. Also, Scott Lang, Ant-Man and Hawkeye are good doing together with the family. I think there should be a post-credit scenes for the Ant-Man and the Wasp soon. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about that, but I'm really, really excited to see Ant-Man and the Wasp now. Like how they did with Wasp, how they did with Ghost, and how they did with Hawkeye. So speaking of that, there are immediately like two sides on this movie. One is the Iron Man sides where Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, Drax, and Mantis, I think, are in space called Titan. Because this is where they fight Thanos, as you've seen in the trailer. And the second side is where you fight in Wakanda. And you would fight in Wakanda, and then you just yeah. And one of them, Captain, just helped Hulk for releasing him in the Wakanda to prepare the battle of the army of Thanos, so he can prepare for all of these. So suddenly, Rocket, Groot, and Thor are just exploring into the adventure of some kind of weird place, and there's this guy who is cast by Peter Dinklage. No, he's not voiced by any creatures. He's voiced by a giant dwarf. Not the black dwarf from Black Order. He's just like giant but small. Like this kind of big, but he's kind of small like this. Like the actual actor. He's small, but sorry for making fun of him. And so after all of that, Thor and Rocket and Groot just wanted to help the dwarf to help defending Asgard. So he's one of the survivors of Asgard. He needs to go back home to Earth. And all of a sudden he got his powers back with the Stormbreaker, and the handle is the Groot handle. and he arrives in Wakanda. You know what's the best part? Thor, other than Thor, Rocket Raccoon and Groot is in Earth. Not lying. Rocket and Groot is in Earth. And it's so satisfying to see the Guardians are in Earth already. Just imagine how they showed up in Avengers 4, like, hey Star-Lord, we're gonna say start, we're gonna bring some, bring some Thanos here and blah, we kick some ass. So after all of that, oh, I forgot to tell you that Rocket has bring the mysterious eye, which is the normal human eye that is really disgusting. And yes, Thor got his eye back, so he doesn't wear eye patch anymore. So that means he can clearly see everything in this world. It's so satisfying to see that Thor gets his eye back, although it's someone's eye, but it's so satisfying. He can see everything. I'm so glad that he get his eye back. Some disaster from the Thor Ragnarok one. So the fight is going on, like Wakanda just fight together and Titan just fight together, like Star-Lord or Iron Man, Black Panther, everything and Captain America, Rocket, Groot and Thor just fight everything in this world. Is so satisfying. So let's talk, definitely talking about the last rising action. The last rising action that Thanos has already get his time stone already. So he got all the stones except one more is the mind stone. So he just went to the mind stone and get the mind stone already. So he's in Wakanda and the climax is so damn painful. Vision died. So after all of that, it begins to suddenly just feel emotional or something. And so let's talk about the end. After they killed Vision to take from the Mind Stone, Thanos has all the Infinity Stones right he has now and get defeated by Thor. And one of his powers, instead of all of his Infinity Stones, he has a snap of his fingers. What does that mean for snap of his fingers? Once he snapped of his fingers with an Infinity Gauntlet, so that means half of the universe has disappeared. So that means some characters and half of the characters are just disappeared to ashes or dead to ashes. So that means they're dead. So that means they're dead for all of these ashes. You will never see them again. And yes, half of the characters are. I don't know if they're dead or they disappear. I bet they're dead or they disappeared. So let me tell who died from ashes with a clicking infinite gauntlet thing. So Star-Lord has burned to ashes, Spider-Man has burned to ashes, Black Panther and Groot and Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis, almost everything. Everything died. Especially Spider-Man. He's too young to die. And Iron Man is not dead. Captain America, surprisingly, he was still alive. And all of the Guardians are dead. Except for Rocket Raccoon. And it's so sad that this movie really killed off everything. And at the end of the movie where Thanos just sit down, the end. That's a huge cliffhanger, right? But I mean, that's a good movie. I love it. The movie is amazing. The CGI is great. It's awesome. Best movie of the year. Easily. My favorite. But one of the problems is the cliffhanger. But I know it is like... But you know what? Definitely I'm going to change my mind that I think it would be a good for a cliffhanger. Like how they did in The Empire Strikes Back. So I think this cliffhanger would be good, I think. I know most of you guys are disappointed that this is a cliffhanger. And for me, I think it's good, to be honest. Because, like how they did with Empire Strikes Back, The Hobbit franchise, and some Harry Potter franchise. I don't know. I don't watch all the Harry Potter franchise. So I think Avengers Infinity War is amazing. Go watch it. If you want to watch it again, yes, I'm going to watch it tomorrow night. So, after all of that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And for more of that, sorry for my discussion lot, because this is probably gonna be different for next month. The May is gonna be like a lot of movies right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.